okay, well, we'll put it in the stall, and then tomorrow I'll get on it and ride it. I'd be dead by now if that happened with me. I mean, this mare, I kind of figured out some things with her, but just right when that horse came out of the trailer, I could see something going on.
Absolutely.
And that's important.
It is very important.
Just like what you're talking about when you take them out every day. To me, I look, well, you know, I know my horses, so I walk up and I'll look at my horse right here. My first thing is I look at their feet. I look at their legs. I look if they're stocked up. And that same thing is looking at the manure. And you know, if I got the same horse I put in here the night before.
And then, you know, how a horse trains you? Like I say, they don't speak. But a horse would train you through body language, demeanor, personality. This is how they talk to you, and you pay attention to these things. Okay, he said they look at the legs, very important. Leg examination is very important. But if I know he's sore down here, I'm going to see it in his face. And when you're doing your eye examination, you go over the whole horse. And he said he put it out in the round pen. I think that is excellent because the horse will have a natural movement without anybody holding him. And then you can see if something is off or not. If he's uncomfortable, if he's unstable in certain areas of the way he's landed. Beyond important. So when you're doing these things here, I call it education from the horse. And now you converting you into the horse is hopefully something that I can do here.
So is there something that we missed, or have you already worked with this horse? Should we be seeing
I've worked
something?
with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's already
And
better.
she's already had a little bit of work. She's actually a little better than she was. But she's going to show you some stuff. There's some very evident.
This horse has had, again, it takes a team. So there's we have 5 members here now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 team members here now. We've checked probably two boxes. We've made sure 2. Have we Dennis yet?
Yeah, Jerry.
Okay, so we've got 3 of the boxes checked. And now we actually are waiting for Mo's box. We need Moses's box to be checked.
For me, I look at the different areas and what I see, and I go, okay, this is the first thing I want to take care of right now. No foot, no horse. I know this horse has got a certain thing going on. I want this fixed first because everything stacks off of that. We know that the other end, this jaw, she was really bad. Jerry spent twice as much time with this horse as any of the other 6 horses he did that day. She had big hooks.
He's a hooker.
Yeah, she was a hooker. But in what you did, Jerry, in backing her up, you could not get her to drop her head and back her up like that because she could not drop her jaw. She went like this.
And her spinal column locked up and froze up to brace for it. So then we addressed the spinal
Can you imagine having all of that problem and looking happy? You couldn't.
And the vet checked her teeth every 6 months.
Yeah.
You know, it's just-
So and the results that you're seeing now is that all the work that has been put into this horse, she's stress-free in that area. She has a good demeanor about herself. She's happy to be. I mean, she is much of a part of this as we are. Look at, she's right in the middle of it.
She wants to be good.
Yeah,
She's really a nice demeanor. But she has some issues that will come out.
Down
The
line.
first time I got on her,
Uh-huh.
she went straight up.
Okay.
I mean, that straight.
Vertical,
And it
huh?
was, yeah, it was like, I'm looking for a place to get off
Uh-huh.
because she's coming over.
Right.
And so we've worked
You're
through some
working on
stuff.
that?
The MC
Okay.
did some initial things.
Oh,
And she's had a couple of good sessions with her. But that thing of how can her work stay
Right.
if these feet are not right?
Right.
And
remove pain.
yeah,
And
we
so-
can get a start.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Doc.
Just add one other thing, because this, Steve, this is something you probably can address too, is that one thing we haven't mentioned is the nutrition. What you're feeding, and I know you have Dynamite products. as
Vitamins and
well.
mineral
So
supplements
the
and
nutrition
grass hay.
is extremely important for the whole picture here as well.
Absolutely.
That's part of that healing is getting the balance back in this horse. Not only mentally,
Right.
but physically is right from the ground up, paying them on the ground. She's been hammering on me for years. Pull the feeders out.
Right.
I pulled all the feeders out of my stalls.
Yeah.
Because it was like, well, but they trash the hay, they pee on it, it's hard to clean stalls.
Right.
I kept giving every financial excuse to it that I could. And I finally said, you know what? It's costing me more in time and energy and I'm not getting what I want, pull the feeders out.
You know, one of the things I want to address now is all this is being done, and then it's all being taken care of, but now we have the habit to deal with, the rearing up. Okay?
This horse had a problem with even getting close to its head.
Oh, yeah.
When I went to work on it, I mean, it was bad news. I mean, she was just
She
having.
shook her head,
Yeah.
almost shocky,
Uh-huh.
and now I can actually put a halter on her, and she doesn't shock.
She had a lot of
She's
pain in her
losing-
mouth.
Every once in a while, maybe it's the old memory, still
Right,
kicking in.
right,
If we
right.
put a halter on it, it's gonna hurt,
Yeah, they would have the
but she's
flashback.
losing it.
Yeah.
A little more every day.
And that would just simply show you that, you know, habits can be broke. They're saying, okay, Glenn, this horse had head problems, you know, the teeth was bad. Maybe she been banged a couple of times. During the process of maybe being ridden, the bit hit the mouth or the tooth wrong. And to relieve pressure, she knows if she goes up, you're going to get off her mouth. So that can become a habit to the point where, okay, I'm going to get up and I'm going to get off. Now, a lot of times I notice riders, when they get on a horse, the first thing they want to do is they want the horse to stand still, right? But they'll grab the ring and the horse will move because you're touching. That's a signal. You're asking them to do something, so he's responding. Second thing they'll do, they'll jam the foot in the stirrup, hit him in the rib. They'll move. Okay, then the third thing they'll do, they'll throw a leg over, and then they'll be bent over to put this foot in. Nothing up here is, you know, stopping the horse from taking off, them getting dropped, or whatever the case may be. So just be aware when you're getting up. You know, you don't have to touch it. If your horse is standing, allow him to stand. Then get on up, and once you get your seat, then adjust your stirrups and everything. And with this rearing, I've had a lot of experience with horses that have reared. To me, number one, they don't want to touch your mouth, don't want you to touch their mouth because it could have been sore or whatever. Number two, they know they can get you off and you'll leave them alone. Well, when it comes to the experience that I've had, when a horse goes up, I don't throw the reins forward, I don't grab the horn or anything of this nature because now I'm totally vulnerable. When a horse proceeds to go up like so, just pull the left rein or the right rein. When a horse is going up, and maybe Doc, you can help me with this here, as a horse is getting ready to go, like this here, if you could break the momentum, you're going to stop him from going over backwards. If you pull in the right rein, which either way you want to do, if you pull one of the reins and relax the other, you know which direction he's going in, breaks the momentum from going up, you know the area that he's going in, okay, and then as he comes down, you can reposition yourself, and you do not lose tread of thought. Who's in control? Okay? Naturally, a horse cannot rear if he's going off. If you have a horse that likes to rear up, you might want to have somebody walk you off with your horse as you're getting up. Just something different so they don't think of the same thing. If I stand here, you waiting for him to go up, and he's waiting to go up. And guess what? It happens. You got to change it. Give him something else to think about. And then pretty soon, he'll realize, or you hope that they'll realize, hey, I don't really need to do this because it's hard on me too. Okay, and when he's saying that, I mentioned to Steve, horse will have a flashback. Maybe it went back to when the teeth was really bad or something of this nature, something dramatic happened to the head. And they still, well, I still have to do this so I don't feel pain. So that's what I was talking about out there. You show, you teach, then you start conditioning. Because you want to take that eraser out and erase what's going on in here. The body's not doing it. This is what's triggering it, right up here. So that's where it's very important to know what you're going to do before you do it. And then once you get ready to start working with your horse, you already have a direct game plan where there is no misunderstanding of what you want. Okay, you want to give, like when you're giving a cue to a horse, you don't want to give a miscue because if you go, what is it that you want? You don't want them second guessing what you want. Lay it out. So when you said that she was like this, where do you think that was from? If you like, where do you think that may be from? Pain. Some sort of discomfort. So that's why I look at the why. And then if I can figure out the why, the problem goes away. So we're going to be bringing up another one here also,
Yeah,
MC?
we're kind of really lucky today. We have a new horse that's got probably all of the check marks need to be done. So we're going to walk down here. I wish we had a little bit better light, but Glenn, let's go. This is a fresh one that's not had any intelligent thinking. Well, we tried. We've had heart involved, all kinds of parts. But,
Haven't got a teeth done.
we haven't had any of the boxes checked.
Tried some stuff with the
We did
shoey.
get the, okay, yeah. So we do have some boxes checked, and there's a couple boxes to go.
Did you want to do some leg examination? Is there anything on any of them
I
that's out
think
here?
we'll
as we go
we're
around?
gonna get
Okay.
her, and then we're gonna pull her out here.
Okay, you want to do that? That's fine.
We got,
So we're all gonna go down? Do you want me to
We're
bring her
gonna come
out,
up here.
out here?
Yeah, we'll just bring it up.
All right, all right.
This is the part that I like, because everybody get a chance to get involved.